Welcome back to the Quarter Acre Cottage Homestead. I'm so happy to have you with me today. Today we're going to make a sourdough discard sandwich bread. I am not a purist when it comes to sourdough, and this recipe will include yeast. And I know that there may be comments about that, but about the fact that you should never put yeast in sourdough. But I am a fan of doing what you want in the kitchen. It's, you know, it's your kitchen. And so I thought that we would try a new sourdough sandwich bread. I have one recipe that's been good, but it calls for 1/3 of a cup of sugar. And I haven't been happy with that. Even though I add savory ingredients, I can still taste the sweetness of the sugar. So this recipe calls only for 1 tablespoon of honey. And we're going to see if that works different. So I found this recipe online. I'm looking to see, oh, it looks like it's Farmhouse on Boone sourdough discard sandwich bread. So I think that's, she has a good following, so hopefully this will be good. So whisk together warm water, honey, and yeast. So we've got 1 cup of warm water. Actually, I'm going to do this, well, I was going to do it in the bowl, but I think I'm going to get a different bowl. So let's whisk together 1 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of honey, calls for 3 teaspoons of yeast. I think that's about 1 packet. I'm not sure, but we're going to go with 1 packet. And we're going to whisk that together. Okay, and then we were to let this sit for 5 minutes, and when we come back it should be bubbly. Nice and bubbly is what it says. So we'll give this 5 minutes. Okay, it has been 5 minutes and our yeast and mixture is bubbling. So we're now going to add that to our bowl of our mixer. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. So we're going to add 4 tablespoons of softened butter. So I have that. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. One cup of sourdough discard. I love the smell of the sourdough. And so yeast, honey, 3 teaspoons of yeast, 1 tablespoon of honey, 4 tablespoons of butter, a 1/2 tablespoon, oh, it was a 1/2 tablespoon of salt. One cup of the discard, 1 cup of water, and 4 cups of all-purpose flour. And I need to get a cup measure. I think it'll be easier to use this. I believe this is a 1/2 cup. That's 1 cup. And I am using unbleached all-purpose flour. Okay, we're going to knead the dough on a low speed until the dough is smooth and elastic, about 10 minutes. It may take longer. You can also do this by hand. It should not stick to the sides of the bowl. So I'm going to raise my mixer and put this on a low speed, and we will give it 10 minutes. All right, it's been 10 minutes and our dough is not sticking to the sides. So we're going to do our next step, which is to make sure that the gluten has developed enough in the dough. So I'm not used to my stand mixer yet. I was very used to my old KitchenAid, which was a tilt head, and this does not, the tilt was better. I just have to say that. But I get why this is, oh, that's not good. Oh no, that's how it's supposed to be. I get why this is a good thing, but it's just, I think the tilt was better. All right, so we're going to place the dough in a greased bowl with a lid, plastic wrap, or towel. So that's a lot of oil. Didn't mean to do that. Place the dough in a greased bowl with a lid or plastic wrap. Let the dough rise for 1 to 2 hours in a warm place, like on top of a stove or on top of the refrigerator. So I'm going to cover this, and I'm actually going to put this in my oven. With the light on. So we'll set our timer for an hour and we'll come back and see if our dough is doubled. Okay, it's been an hour. Let's see what our dough has done. It looks good. I'm not sure if that's double in size. I don't know what I was expecting. Yeah, I think that's good. So now our next step is to grease a bread pan or add parchment paper. We're going to cook it at 375, so let's preheat our oven. And let's use this paper towel that we had with all the oil on it. Oil our pan. And then we're going to take our bread. A lot of oil on it from over oiling that bowl. We're going to roll the bread dough flat into a rectangle and roll it up. Pinch the ends at the rest of the loaf. So like that. Place it in our bread pan. Do we rise again? Yep, we're going to do a second rise. So we're going to put it in the pan and then do a second rise for 30 minutes to an hour or until double. So we'll put this on the stove while our stove is getting hot, and we will come back and in about 30 minutes and see how it's done. That oil is a great for your hands. So it feels very nice. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. I don't think it's doubled in size, but it has risen. So we're gonna go ahead and bake it for 75 minutes or until the top is golden brown. Okay, it has been 45 minutes. I am just going to put a little bit of butter on top of our bread. See what the instructions say. Allow to cool completely before slicing or storing. It sounds dense. I'm going to get a bread knife. This is my favorite piece, the end. It's good. It's better than the one that I was using that had a quarter cup of, or a third of a cup of sugar. This would be really good with some savory elements added into it. I do a bread with some cheddar cheese and dried onions in it, and that would be very good. So this is a winner, and I will put a link to it. It is the Farmhouse on Boone sourdough discard sandwich bread. And I think that it was very good, and I think that the time that it took to make it was not bad at all. I hope you enjoyed our time together today, and I look forward to being with you again soon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or a heart, and subscribe to my channel. It helps other people find me. And I can't wait to be with you again, friends. Take care.